Welcome to my channel. Now on this is my second part, and I'll be doing the hero section. As you can see, this is our hero section with the header of with the header with the text next generation, and the paragraph which is starts to take your financial text. And there's also a button, and to the right side you will see an image. Every time when you go on, let's take a view. When you go onto our mobile view, as you can see, the text goes underneath. So let me go down to the work. For that, I will start off with creating a section. Then most importantly, I need to insert an image, and there's also a subsection. In that subsection, like I said, I'm going to have H1 text, paragraph text, as well as a button. Now let me create some class names. I'll call it hero. I need a class name. I'll call it hero underscore in ing. This one is a subsection, so I'll give it class name of hero text. Underscore text. This one I'll give it a class name of hero header. This one I'll give it a class name of hero copy. Underscore copy. And this one, since as you can see from the design, this one has got the same styling as this one, so I'll just use the class name that I've already used before, class btn. Now it's time to drag the content, but before I do that, let me remove unnecessary spacing so that my code looks good. Now let's drag the content to where it belongs. This is our header text. Now let me take a look at the new changes on our design. We now need to also have the correct images slash, let's collect the right name, mockups. This one, just click on rename. When this is there, just copy everything and paste it there. Now let's take a look at the new design. Yes, this is in a mobile view, as you can see. But now we need to style everything. For that, I'll start by styling our hero. Let me copy all the class names correctly so that there are no errors. This is our hero image. Hero text, class name for the subsection. Okay, there's also this one. We have already styled it, but copying it won't be a problem. Now let us just put some full stop for every and some opening and closing brackets. We start off with styling our header. We set the width to 100% and set the margin to 0, 0, 5%. Then display flex. Flexi direction. Remember, this is for the mobile view. Column. Justify. Content. Flexi start. Let's align our items to the center. Let's have a background image, which is very important. URL. Let's set it to images slash. Let me go and collect the correct name. Just copy everything and paste it there. And make sure that it appears only once, covering everything by background repeat. Set it to no repeat. And background size. Set it to contain. Background position on the y-axis. Set it to top. We want it to move slightly above as it overlaps underneath the header. Overflow, let it be hidden. Now let's take a look at the changes that we have done. As you can see, the changes. Now we go on to styling our hero image. Next, let's say a padding of 5% all over all sides. Margin. Let me set it to minus 40%. Let's take a look at the changes. If I set the margin. Okay. If it's positive, let me set to positive. Yes. Okay, let's add other 0. Let me add to other side 0, 0. Let's take a look at the changes. Let's have our Okay, these are not going okay. Let's remove, let's restart again. Your image, let's set width 99%. Let's say margin 0 and 1%. Let's take a look at everything. Yeah, it now looks better. Let's say position relative. On top, I want it to move to minus 140 pixels. Let's take a look at the changes. Okay, now I'm going to style our hero text padding. Let me set it to 5% everything. Margin, let me set it to minus 40%. Zero, the other side, and text align to the center. Let's take a look at the changes. Okay, if I set it to positive 40, let me take a look at the changes. Yeah, minus 40, minus 40. Okay, for large screens, I'll adjust it to, we use a media queries, but for now, let's leave it as it is. Now, let's go in margin 0.05%. Font size, let's set it to 2 rems. Color, I want the color of the text to be dark blue, so copy it. Just space everything correctly so that it's readable. And text align, I want it to be center. Now let me go into styling the paragraph. Margin, I want it to be 10%. Color, I want it to be grayish blue. Font size needs to be altered to 0.8 frames. And line height, which is most importantly, so that there is enough spacing vertically. Let's give it a 1.25 frame. Now let's take a look at the changes that we have applied. Not to mention this text, I will improve it on our. Yes, the image is okay. Now let's take a look. Let's go and style everything to media and style hero text and set everything to a margin. Let's set our margin to minus 20%, then 0, 0. Let's take a look at the changes. Oh yes, that's it. Now I'm not going to style everything to at 992 pixels, but before I go there, let me also consider for large screens. Hero header. I want to change the font size to 3 rem. Now we go on to styling at 992 pixels, which is there. Okay, let's start by styling our hero. We set FlexiFlow to raw reverse. I'll go for raw reverse, no rep. I also want to change the background color to very light gray. Dark blue. These are very light gray. Just copy the color codes. I'm also going to change the background image from the mobile view to the desktop. Set URL images / let's get rename, control everything and just copy it. You just paste it there. As you can see, background size, I don't want it to contain, but I want it to cover 90% of everything. Background position on the y-axis. I want it to be top minus 25 VH. And background position on the x-axis. I want it to be right. Minus 30 VW. Margin of 0.05%. Now let's go for our hero. I'm now going to start the image. And let's go image, scale, put it on a scale of 1,15, position, relative, top, minus 5 VH. And lastly, I want to move it to the right, minus 5% overlapping by 5%. Let's take a look at the changes that we have done. Yes, that's it. Now, I'm just going to style the content, the text, our hero, this one subsection, margin top, just to improve the design as it is already looking good. 10 VH, align items 5%, align items, sorry, is stretch. Then margin to the left 5%. Let's take a look at our changes. What's the impact of our changes? What the new page looks like? Yes. Let's continue styling. Hero, header, let's style it. Text align to the left. Font size 2.7 rem. Let's style our paragraph lastly. With 80%. Always remember the class names that we use. In this case, we used hero paragraph for styling the hero copy for styling the paragraph. And lastly, I also want to add the font weight to normal. Now let's take a look at the design. Oh yes, there it is, guys. Now we have done our styling, but as you can see, this one, I need to make it more visible. So on light skin, to make it more visible, as you can see, this one has been overlaid by this dark color. So to make it a bit more visible, let me just go on our hero header and make the color white. Let's see what happens when we make the color white. Okay, let's find another color which matches well. Let's make it red. Dark gray, I think dark gray is better. Okay, there it is, guys. Now I think this is done for the hero section.